You see, man. Well, let me say my little intro. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Grab Side, back from another video. You see, nowadays it's hard for people to shoot their shot these days. It's very difficult, especially for men, because the thing is, in order to attract someone, somebody has to say something. Someone has to say something. Everybody can't just be hesitant to not say anything. How's the other person gonna know that you like them or they like you or whatever if no one says nothing? So it's very difficult, especially for men, because a lot of men ain't trying to be perceived as a creep, because certain women will think you're a creep just for trying to say what's up. You ain't you ain't acting weird or like, hey baby, what's your name, girl? You ain't doing all that. You just like, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? So it's very difficult. And then I heard some guys, they get rejected in a way that is like very rude, very rude and mean. I think one time as a kid, I tried to approach. This is when I was still into white chicks. I tried to talk to this white. Oh yeah, I remember this shit. I tried to talk to this white girl, and her ass fucking ran away from me. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, damn, bro. Her ass fucking hit the dash on my. I'm like, oh shit. But I wasn't the only guy that she did that to. She had did it to this other nigga too. I'm like, I don't know why she can't just tell a nigga no. Why the fuck you had to run away from mother? I'm like, what the fuck wrong with this bitch, man? You know what? Fuck you too, then, bitch. All you had to say was no. I ain't trying to talk to your light skin. I was all right, cool. Yeah, you had to run away from me. That's fucked up. So I was like, damn. So, and especially if it's a dude. So stuff like that can make a man not want to walk up to a chick if people is rejecting him like that. What else? Also, if it's a dude that's always getting rejected all the fucking time, that's gonna make a man stop approaching, because no one wants to keep on getting rejected all the motherfucking time. Of course, you can't expect everyone to like you, but if a dude approached 100 girls and all of them turn him down, that's gonna make a dude not want to approach nobody. So, and then and then like I said, just fucking the sexual harassment shit, because some girls can try to spin that into a different way as well, so it's just, for me personally, I personally don't even like I said, most girls, I'm not really into most girls any damn ways. There's a lot of girls that are attractive physically, but mentally, I'm disconnected from most women mentally anyway. So it'll have to take a anomaly for me to walk up and approach a chick. Like it'll have to be a chick where, like, let's say she has a YouTube channel, just like myself, and I've been watching her for a while. I'm like, damn, every video, like, this girl is like really giving off good qualities that I think that I really appreciate from a woman, then maybe I'll say something, or, maybe I'll hit the inbox, or if I happen to see her, maybe I would say something, but it'll have to be a girl that's just completely out this world for me to say some shit to her. Oh, hey, what's up? Get what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, I ain't approaching none of these motherfucking girls, dude. It's just a waste of time, because I know most likely, because like I'm a conscious dude, so most likely she's not gonna be conscious if I just approach her like an average girl on the street. It's just not gonna. I already know that it's not gonna go nowhere. She wants kids. She's probably Christian. I already know that. There's just no point. So, yeah, man. So it's hard for people just to, get the conversation started at times, especially on the male side of it. That's why I feel like certain women need to say shit too. But the thing is, if a girl really does like you, if she really, 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 really does like you, she gonna say something to you. she's going to. Now some girls are shy, they ain't gonna say nothing, because I had girls told me, oh, I used to like you. I'm like, wow, well, I never knew about it. You know, I said, well, I ain't know about it, you know. So some girls need to be more upfront too, you know. And so yeah, man, I don't think it's just a man's job to walk up and say something. It should, if a girl really like a nigga, she should do the same thing too. But something else, when it comes to men and women, you know, you see, I feel like us as men, like I said in my other video titled "Every Man Must Control Their Dick," you know, we have to respect women's boundaries. I need to brush my teeth. I got morning breath right now. Shit, but I just woke up, by the way. But we have to respect women as far as you know, like, let's not, like I said, we shouldn't harass women. We shouldn't stare at them like this. You know, I can see a little glance, you know, because, like, if I see a good-looking girl, I'm going to glance too, but I ain't going to be like, you know what I'm saying? We just got to be mindful around women. You know what I mean? Shouldn't touch women without their consent or approval of it. But at the same time, I feel like with women have to make things a little bit more easier for men. Not saying that gives men a free pass to do things like that, but you gotta understand, us as men, you know, that's what we like. So if you come outside half naked, we gonna look at you. You know, that's just what a man, like, if I see, like, if I'm outside and I see a girl damn near naked, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna stare at her like this. I ain't gonna be like, but I'm definitely gonna, like, try my hardest to look without her catching me looking. Like, cause I mean, that's like what kind of, like, a man's gonna be wired to look at that. A man's gonna be wired to look at that. It's the same thing with a man who's, if you saw a handsome man outside naked and you're into men, because a lot of girls like women, but if you are attracted to the male meat suit and he's coming outside half naked, you're going to check him out as well. So if you're mad that you're getting stared at, but you coming outside with barely anything on, I mean, what do you really expect? Now, I don't agree that a man should walk up and grab your butt and all of that stuff, but if a man's looking at you, oh, why he looking at me like that? I mean, come on, man. You know, so some women have to make it a little bit more easier for us men too. You know, it's already hard enough as a man controlling this gigantic urge of lust. Make it a little bit more easier, so we don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Make it a little bit more easier for us to control ourselves. Not saying that it's right to do anything to women, but I'm just saying, you know, if you coming outside, because I've seen women, I'm like, damn, you know, she got all her motherfucking, like the shorts where, like, the bottom of the ass cheeks is hanging out. I'm like, well, of course a man gonna look at your motherfucking ass. She had a big fat ass. I'm like, damn. I actually posted her cheeks on my last channel, because I was at it was like a party years ago, like at 2021, some shit like that, and she was like twerking. Well, actually, it was another dude that borrowed my camera to record it. I didn't record it myself. He did. So yeah, she had a big round ass too. So of course, a man gonna look at you. I mean, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? A man's gonna look at you, you know. So I do feel like sometimes some women play victim sometimes, because they be like, you know, like, obviously a man shouldn't touch you or nothing like that, or touch you or nothing, but if a man looking at you, come on, man. You know, it's just, you know, like I said, a lot of us men, you know, we have to control our lust a lot. You know, we have to make women feel comfortable. You know, I don't. Anytime I'm around a woman, I try to make her as comfortable as I possibly can. I don't want to. Oh, he tried to touch me. He tried to. No, I try. Like I say, hey, like I say, are you okay with this? Or what's your thoughts on this? Are you cool with this? I say all of that, you know, because you ain't gonna look at me crazy like I'm on some other shit. But something else that some women do, which I feel like they should be arrested for, that is sometimes a girl will consent to something, but then afterwards she'll regret it, and then she'll change her mind. So, oh, well, he did this to me. It's like, no, you consented to it. You regretted it later. Now it's an issue now. It's like, nah, fuck that. You know? So it's just very tricky these days, man. Yeah, men shouldn't be, assaulting women, nothing like that, anything like that. And women shouldn't also try to say somebody did something to her and no one did nothing to her. Because I actually had a situation like that years ago. When I was a little kid, actually. I was running up the stairs, and there's this girl in front of me. This girl, because this was during the time where I used to get bullied during this time. So she was up ahead of me, and I was running up the stairs, and I believe my elbow brushed her tit, and then she gonna tell the damn. She told somebody that I had grabbed her titties, and I'm like, no, I didn't. I said I brushed up against your tit, or some shit like that. And then I think the person that I was talking to, she had believed me. And then afterwards, I told her, I said, don't you ever lie to me like that again. So you got some girls like that, petty much, like that's crazy. At a young age, she already knew the power of what a female could do to a man at I think I was in 3rd grade. I'm like, damn, this little bitch already know. This little bitch already know how to get a man fucked up. I mean, that's crazy, man. So, you just gotta be careful around women these days, bro. It's crazy, man. That's why, for the most part, I just avoid women like that, because you just can't even. You just never know what type of timing they on, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you as a man, you got to respect them too, as far as not overcrossing the boundaries, because even if there was a girl that's half naked in front of me, I ain't going to walk up and touch her. I will may look a few times, I like some shit like this, like I would do some shit like that, but I mean, I don't know, man. Because, there are a lot of women that say, oh, man, these guys, they just, and they ain't even hoes. They not even walking outside trying to even be, there's some women who actually dress conservative and they still have men harassing them. Don't do that, man. Leave women alone, bro. Unless it's a girl who expresses, hey, I want you to touch me and talk to me like that. Unless she doesn't say that, leave them alone. Man, you got to control your lust. You got to control your urges. I understand that we have a lot of sexual energy and we want to exercise our desires, but you got to respect women's boundaries. You can't just be talking to them any kind of way. You just can't do that. You got to be respectful of them. You know what I mean? But like I said before, there are some women out there where they'll consent to something, but then after they consented and the job is done, then they want to say, oh, well, you did that. And it's like, no, I asked you, could I do it? And you agreed to do it. And then now you saying that I did some shit that, fuck that shit. So, yeah, man, you just gotta be mindful of both sides. Women, be mindful of the men. You don't want men staring at you. You don't want men, you don't want men staring at you. Wear some cover up a little bit. You don't want men in your DM saying shit. Stop making thirst traps and then mad when a man is in your fucking DM showing you his boner. Which I still think men shouldn't do that, because you know that she's just teasing you. You're not gonna get none of it, so stop doing it. Unless only time you'll see me under a girl's comments or some shit is if it's a girl that I'm actually dealing with. I actually hit it. I'm actually dealing with her, but I don't mess with women that post thirst trap. But let's just say she just posts her face card, and and she look good. I'll leave heart eyes if it's a girl I'm actually dealing with. She coming to my crib, I'm actually hitting it, I'm actually messing with it. Then I say, oh yeah, you fine as fuck. That's not on no simp shit because I'm actually involved with her. Whereas you oh damn girl, you damn bitch, you and you ain't even with the motherfucker. You know, but I don't think giving a girl a compliment is necessarily simping. It depends on how you say it. You just say, oh, you know, you're a nice looking lady. That's not simple. You say, but if you just like got the drool emoji and all of that, you know, man, that's kind of different. But you know, you just got to be more respectful of women, and like a female that's a real woman is actually going to respect you if you're not super thirsty like that. She's actually going to have more respect for you that you know, oh damn girl, what's up girl, yeah. You know, she's actually going to respect you more if you're kind of more conservative and you control your, because every fucking man, if there's a fine ass woman, of course we thinking some lustful shit, but a woman's going to respect you if you just contain yourself. She's going to actually respect that, you know. She's going to, if she's not like a promiscuous woman, because if a girl's promiscuous, she really don't give a fuck if you say some shit out the gate or not, you know. But if she's more concerned, that those women, you know, I don't like promiscuous women. I like women that's kind of more reserved. But yeah, a girl that's like that, she's actually gonna give you more kudos. So yeah, I like women like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. I'm out.